Something so incredibly sweet happened in Costco.
Okay, they're replacing the glass. Very nice.
I feel like I'm gonna cry because I've been envisioning this for so long.
What is this?
No.
That's
the break.
the thing. That's
Is there a way that we could just like break? Well,
That's
how's
the
the other
cup.
one's just not break?
That's the Stevie.
Well, you could break it.
And that's my special car right there.
Oh, this one broke.
And that's my Charlie. Oh, I need the. Hey. That's the cup. That's the cup. That's the special car.
All right, you guys, the house is coming along nicely. Davey and I were going to epoxy the floors by ourselves. We were like,
And Mom,
what?
we are to go pick up the yogurts right now.
Frankie really wants to go to the store and get yogurt, and there's a lot of things we need to do. And we were invited to a friend's cabin, so we need to go get food for that anyway. We're gonna right now. But I have to say something. We had friends that just did their epoxy with someone else, and it turned out really bad. Like, they weren't happy with the quality, and then they tried to coat over it, and then that got like permanently sticky and it's not drying, and so I think the whole floor is a loss, and they're just gonna have to like chemically strip it and then do it again, which is like an absolute nightmare. And that's when I was like rethinking all of it, and I'm like, okay, Davey, this is a huge job. It's probably gonna take us a couple weeks because it's just me and you, and then if we do it wrong, what a nightmare. So we decided to go with Lifetime Epoxy because I think they're the best of the best, and they actually gave us a good price. We got several quotes, and theirs was the same or a little less than everywhere, and I can trust them because I've seen their work. I know their quality. They're like a huge team. They can do the whole thing in 3 days. So that's what we're doing. Lifetime Epoxy coming in to save the day, and I'm not mad about it at all. I've been dreading that project because I know it's just like more than we can take on right now. So thank you. I'm gonna go to the store with Frank. Me and him are gonna do some shopping.
Frank's going?
Frank doesn't trust me to get the right yogurt drink, so he said I can't stay home with Dad. Mommy's not gonna buy the right one, so he's coming. Is that true, Frank? You don't trust me?
Yeah.
We're working on no answers this week because he's so dang cute. It's been hard for Davey and I to give him no answers when he wants stuff because he's just so cute. But today we gave him a no answer in the store, and what did you do when you got a no answer, bud?
Cried.
Yeah, he cried. And so this time when we go to the store, I pre-taught him and I said, I'm gonna give you no answers for candy. And this time, don't cry. And we talked about why. We talked about because in order to accept a no answer the right way, you need to look at the person with a calm face, voice, and body and say okay and drop the subject. Or ask to disagree appropriately, right? And he's been asking to disagree appropriately sometimes, which is really good. But then when you get a no answer still, sometimes it's hard. So we're working on that, so let's go.
Okay, we've got some awesome electricians getting the lighting in. I am so excited to see these lit up. Apparently the panels are the lights. What in the world? We're getting some chandeliers going, cabinets are happening, backsplash going, all the things.
All right, here's cabin food for a couple days. I got stuff that I could eat. I can't really eat the sauce though, but these are the things that I usually eat almost every meal. They're almond flour tortillas. They're so good. Siete is the brand. And I may have spent like $50 on the Siete chips too.
I can't buckle it.
I bought every flavor, like 3 bags each, because I'm like, these are so good and I can actually have them. So cassava flour is what they make them from. Oh, you're trying to buckle yourself. Wow, you got pretty far. Here, let's see. And you did so good accepting no answers in the store, Frankie. Thank you. You didn't cry at all. I'm so happy. And I think you're such a brave, awesome boy. Something so incredibly sweet happened in Costco. We were in there and I was off shopping looking through the ingredients on a cracker box that said it was gluten-free. I still didn't get to buy it because it had sunflower oil, but my point is I'm over there kind of like a few steps away from the cart, and Frankie had just gotten a little cup of oatmeal as a sample. And all of a sudden I hear this older couple just like erupt of like, oh yes, you are such a good boy. Heavenly Father loves it when you bless your food. What a great example you are. And they were just praising him, and he's just sitting there. Because they had just noticed him minding his own business. He bowed his little head and he said a blessing for his little cup sample of oatmeal. And they were just like, oh, they couldn't contain themselves. And then they looked at me and they were like, you are raising him right. You are just doing such a good job. And I was like, thank you. But I was like, that's the credit for Davey. Davey is so awesome about saying his prayers before he eats, like wherever we are, restaurants, whatever. And Frank has inherited that wonderful trait. In fact, a lot of us will forget and we'll start eating whatever, and Frank will say, guys, we didn't say a prayer, and everyone will go, oh yeah, and we'll pray. So he is very good at remembering to pray, huh, Frankie? It was so sweet. I'm so proud of you. And he's just like, it was so cute. My heart, I was like, these are like the little moments in parenthood where you're like, all the hard work was worth it. It was a proud mama moment. But what examples are we setting for our kids? You don't realize how much they pay attention, and you don't realize how much actually becomes their habits from our habits. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit better, more like Daddy, because Daddy's awesome.
Okay, replacing the glass.
I actually totally forgot to update you guys about how my sleep study went last night. I slept worse than I normally do. I kept waking up and it was a little bit weird having the stuff hooked onto me, but I still slept, and maybe it was a little bit worse than normal, but I was like, I do wake up once or twice every night, so maybe I woke up 3 times instead of 2. And maybe it was a little bit harder to go to sleep after I woke up, but it was pretty good. And so I dropped that off today, and then I get to see what the results are. So, and we're getting closer to moving in. I think we're like only a few weeks away. We'll see. Also, Davey told me that they put the pendants on the island. I feel like
I have never seen a cooler light than this. Like
I'm gonna cry because I've been envisioning this for so long.
What is this technology? I have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna look away. Look away, look away. I want to get in the right spot to see them. Oh my gosh, those look so pretty too.
1,
okay.
2, 3.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
They're so cool.
Look at this.
I don't even know what they are.
And look at the backsplash.
Yeah, that's
So good. Wow, it's like a net.
What is this alien technology?
Wow, those are so cool. Kitchler for the win. Those are beautiful, and they're the perfect height, actually. I love it.
Frank, come here.
Love. Couldn't love them anymore. Oh, look how pretty these are.
Oh yeah, they're cool.
Oh my gosh.
And the window's in.
Fixed window.
Run now.
So good.
Except for the dirt they run.
Wow. We need to buy these decorative lights. Is this broken?
No, that's how they
Okay, look at these. They're so good. I don't know how. Oh, this is how. That's how they do it. Yes. So fast, so good. Okay, I love it. These are beautiful. All right, eat Frankie. Frankie got you this sucker at the store because he felt bad that he stole your other one. Okay, buckle in. Do you guys want to come to the store with me and return all this tile? There's the extra tiles that we didn't use in our house, and we're missing some tile for the backsplash, so I have to go do an exchange. And you guys get to come. Push, 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 harder. There you go.
Okay. I'm filming.
Okay. This is so heavy. Oh my god.
Okay, so we're returning some tile. So, yeah.
That was so much work. The guy was like so bugged. This teenager that was helping me, he was like, oh. I was like, dude, it's your job. But it was funny because he was like, it was just like, oh, this is gonna be a lot of work for me. And I was like, thanks for doing it. And he was like, I don't even know if we'll be able to return this. How long ago did you buy it? I was like, I don't know, just look it up. And he looked it up and then he was like, oh no, like, even if we have this stuff in stock anymore, all of it was still in stock. And he's like, well, maybe I'll just give you store credit. I said, store credit's fine. I'm gonna buy some more stuff right now. And he was just like, dang it. Like, so that he did it. And then, I mean, he had to have been like 17. Okay. So I wanted to tell a story and the camera kept having a full card, but while I was returning the tile today, there was a teenager that was working there that was helping me. And the second I walked in with my cart, he looked at me and was like, ugh. And then I walked up and he was like, I mean, it looked like maybe he wasn't so happy to see me. So I was like, hi. And he was like, I'm like, I have a return. And he's like, oh, this is going to be a lot of work for me. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll help you count them. And he's like, well, when did you even buy them? Because maybe you can't return them if it's been... Yeah, he's trying to convince me to not return them. So he's like, if it's been 90 days, then I can only give you store credit. I'm like, store credit's great because I'm buying more stuff today, and so it'll probably equal out to be the same. Yeah. And he's like, oh, well, if they're discontinued, then I can't even give you store credit. I just can't accept the returns. I'm all, can you check if they're discontinued? And he's like, I don't even think he checked because he just like, dang it, that didn't like make her go away. So then he was like, so I sit there and count all of it while he just stands there and stares at me. I was just like, you did not learn how to work, and it's so funny to me, and it's so sad to me actually too, and then he was like, okay, fine. He finally like accepts that like I'm doing this return. And so I'm like counting them, I'm telling him everything. I'm like, I have 80 of these, I have 120 of these, I have 12 of these, I have 3 of these. So then he just starts writing them down. I know he was like glad that I was helping him, but then after the return was done, it actually did work out to be less than 90 days and everything was fine. But after that was done, then I go and pick up the stuff that I needed to buy, and I come back and he's like, "Gall, you made me actually get a workout today." And I was like, "You're welcome. I'm so glad that's gonna make you stronger." And he's like, "Whatever." And I was like, I'm like, "No, you'll be stronger because of it. It's good. You're working hard. You're learning how to work hard. It's awesome." And he's like, "I don't know." And then he checked me out, and then he's like, "Okay, bye." And I was like, "Have a good day." He's like, "You too." I was just like, somebody does not want to be here. This made me laugh. I don't know why. Guys, being a teenager and getting a job is hard, but hopefully you guys can learn a little bit from this story to like be cheerful about your work and work hard. And don't be nervous when you see hard work ahead of you. Put your shoulder to the wheel and dig it. Anyway, that's all I want to say. We're going to keep priming this. I just wanted to tell a really long story so Davey could do more of the work and I could just stand here.
I like hard work.
So now I'm being like him. Okay, bye.
Alrighty then, guys. We are all done priming the garages. We decided it's a garage. We can handle it. And it turned out good. So Only minor cuts and bruises and tired arms, but
And 2 different colors of primer, but it doesn't matter because we're covering
yeah,
it up.
our painters had had leftover. We're gonna let dry over the weekend. We're off to Jordan's cabin tomorrow, so we're excited for that. We need to go home and get no sleep and then go party all weekend. So here we go. Thanks for watching the vlog. Find good and everything. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Okay, Mama's coming in. She's got her shoes off. She's gonna film us. All right. You're doing good.
I think I can make
You're
it.
almost there.
Oh, go, go, go.
We're excited to have you.
No, she needs her shoes to cross the finish line.
Take it to her, take it to her.
You gotta put that down on the ground when you cross the finish line. Go, go, Grandma! I know, I'm like trying to walk. Go run with Grandma!
We got another family in the true spirit. Why would you not wear cowboy boots as you cross this finish line?
So glad that's over. Line up, everybody. Come on, then. Right there, the finish line.
All right, we're coming in the finish line. Come on, Zade. Go run with Grandpa. All right.
Runner number 91 goes to the finish line right now. Keeping it going with some family affair right now. Governor Joe Orgill, welcome back to the party. It is so nice to have you. 73 years young is Mr. Joe. What a group of supporters you have with you today. Well deserved.
I gotta stop my watch. Yeah.
Let's go get your medal. Right over here.
Okay? That's the only reason I ran it. Worried about the
All right, how do you feel?
Okay, I really do.
You made it. Turn to the finish line.